I'm Melissa Rohlin from Fox Sports, and I just talked to Stephen Curry and Draymond Green about what makes their relationship so special. They've been playing together for 10 years. They won 3 NBA championships together. They've been to the finals 5 times. They have so much love for each other. Here are 5 things you may not know about their friendship. Number 1, when Draymond first met Steph, he actually didn't think they'd be friends. The reason why is they're so different. Dre obviously is a fiery, passionate spitball. Steph is a little more reserved, plays a lot of joy, but they have very different personalities. They grew up very differently. Steph is the son of an NBA player. Dre was raised below the poverty line in Saginaw, Michigan. They also obviously have very different focuses on the court. Steph is offensive-minded. Dre is a defensive juggernaut. So when Dre first met him, he didn't think that they'd have a lot in common. Boy, was he wrong. Number 2, Steph has always had Dre's back. That was never more evident than in 2018 when Dre unleashed that verbal tirade against Kevin Durant. It was very public, cameras caught it. The team ended up issuing him a suspension. At the time, Dre didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what was gonna happen. And Steph drove over to his house. He sat with him for 2 whole hours and they discussed what happened. Steph was very honest with him. He told him that he thought he could have handled it better, but he also told him that no matter what, he always had his back, and that meant so much to Dre. Number 3, their friendship extends off the court. Steph told me that there was a really powerful moment for him at his 30th surprise birthday party. When Draymond pulled him aside, there were about 500 people there. There was loud music. Dre pulled him aside into a quiet corner and he gave him 5 really nice bottles of wine and he gave him a note. Now this note meant so much to Steph. It talked about how much he really inspired Draymond as a human, as a man, as a father. And up until that point, obviously, they knew that they had each other's backs and were so loyal to each other on the court. But those words about who they were as humans off the court had never been spoken. So when Steph read that note, it was very, very powerful for him. Number 4, they unleashed things in each other's games. I asked Draymond Green if he and Steph would have been as successful over the last 10 years if they hadn't been paired together. And he didn't hesitate in his response. He said no. Obviously, Steph and Dre are 2 of the best players in the NBA. Steph's a 2-time MVP. Draymond Green is a Defensive Player of the Year. But they bring out the best in each other. They know each other's games. They're so opposite that they're complementary. It's funny because I asked Steph the same question and he said it pretty well. He said, if there were 2 of me, sometimes it would be too quiet in the locker room. And if there were 2 of him, nobody would know when to shut up. So together, as Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, they're the yin and the yang. Number 5, they spend more time together than they do with their actual families. Steph told me that during the offseason, he actually misses Draymond Green. And Draymond told me that he knows Steph so well that he could order breakfast for him. He knows he likes waffles. Steph also loves popcorn. He loves chicken wings. These guys, especially over 5 NBA Finals runs, they spent an extra 82-game season and another quarter of a season on top of that together. That's a lot of time. And this does not go 10 years if they didn't truly love each other. That's 5 things you didn't know about Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. Keep checking back for all of my videos and stories at foxsports.com.